Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the GoFish Cam. Stick around, I'll tell you all about it. Alright, I've had my GoFish Cam for about a year now. I like to use something for a while before I sit down and talk to you guys about it or let you know what I think one way or the other. They are really kind of neat. I bought it, kind of a whim just to try it once and see. I'm in Nebraska. Our water clarity is not the greatest in the world. We got pretty green water a lot of times, or brown, or any other color. And the cleaner the water, the better this is going to work. In our case around here, real early in the spring is probably our best bet. After that, our water starts getting pretty dingy, and it's not going to work that well. As far as how you're going to put it out there or use it, you can cast it. I hooked on a bait casting reel, 55-pound braid is what I used. I put a big snap swivel to hold it on, ran a piece of line out, and then put my lure. Since I paint my own lures, and I'm using different body styles, I wanted to see what they did in the water. And this really did work. As you can see, you can really get a good look at the kind of action that the lure is using out there. And also, if you go with it, it'll take the sound, you can hear what the lure sounds like, and each one's a little bit different. So as you can see, there's a lot of rattle going on inside that lure. And, I would assume that's going to do a lot of attracting fish along the way. Now, as I said, you can cast this thing, but it's a lot easier if you just put it out behind and just troll with it. That's the easiest way to do it. The lines won't get it tangled up as easily. You want it down deep, it will go down. It's going to sink. It's going to go all the way to the bottom. Matter of fact, here's a video, depending what you're watching this on. If it's your phone, you may not see it. I was running about 14 feet of water. I let this sink all the way to the bottom. And then I started real slowly going along with my trolling motor. As you can see the bottom. So you know we're only sitting probably a foot or two off the bottom. So we're probably in, the camera's probably at least 12 feet down. The light is on in this time, so that helps to see. But if you look, all of a sudden there's something coming up, and there's a catfish comes up behind it. And actually, he followed that a whole lot longer than I thought he would. So I was really kind of impressed that far down in some pretty green water, you can still see this fairly well. Now, one thing you do have, if you're going to use this for ice fishing, it does come with a float. So the float, you can put the float on it and set it in, and now it'll sit in the hole, shining directly down where you're ice fishing. And that's the way it will work. If you want to use the app and be able to control the camera at all times, it has to be above water in order for your app to work, and you can use your phone. But the floaty allows you to set it in a hole while you're ice fishing or anywhere to look down. But as I've noted, keep that float way up here because it's got marks. It looks like you should push it way down, and when you do, it'll start tipping on you. So leave the float as close to the top as you can. Now, if there's one other thing I've noticed, mine's going to be a little scratched up. I'll tell you what, it's got two rubber O-rings, and it is tight sometimes to get that off and on. It can be a little tight, but hey, you want it to be waterproof, so I'll take it being a little tight, and yeah, I've scratched mine up a little trying to get it off and on, but I'll take that versus having it leak water and ruining the whole thing. So, the buttons. Let's get to the buttons. Let me change the position of the camera here so I can give you a really close look at the buttons and you can see what we got there. Alright, let's take a look at the buttons on here. Here's what we've got. Now, right in the middle we have an off-on switch that can go to the left or the right. I put it over to the right. That'll turn the camera on. You can see a green flashing light. Hopefully this will show up in the camera. And then it goes to solid green. Now I'm going to push it over the other way, put it over to the left side, and now I turn the light on. So when you put it to the left, that'll turn on the light. When you start it over here to the right, then it'll run, but with no light. Now, right now I have the green light is solid. I'm going to take the red dot, push that, hold it in, and I've now changed it to a dark blue. The green dot was 1080, 60 frames a second. The blue dot is 1080, 30 frames a second, and I can push it one more time and get kind of a turquoise color, I guess it is, and now I'm shooting at 720. So you have 3 ways you can shoot: 1080, 60, 1080, 30, or 720. Now, the easiest way to work it is through the GoFish Cam app on your phone. So what we do is on the left-hand side, there's a small black button. We're going to push and hold that in. Yeah, there we go. And we now have a flashing orange light. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. Now I'm searching for Wi-Fi. So I'm going to take my phone here. I'm going to come over to the GoPro app, open the GoPro app. GoFish app, GoPro, oh my goodness. All right, let's come back on my settings and my Wi-Fi. And here is GoFish Cam. I'll click on that. Come back here to the app. Tap to connect. And here we are. There's the camera. Let me bring in, here's a fishing lure. I'll set this fishing lure here. I'll just point it at that. And now I'll hit the button. You can hear the beep. That starts the recording. The camera would now be recording. It would all closed up underwater, however you want it. We hit the button again. That stops the recording. Nice beep so you can tell what's going on. As you can see, as I move the camera around, and I shut it off again. And that's the easiest way to turn the camera off and on, is using the app that goes with it. When you're all done, you take the cap back off, just push the button in the middle, the lights shut off, and the camera shut back off. All right, so there you go. That's got the buttons for you. You can see how to operate the thing. To charge it up, you have your charger here, USB charge. That charges it back up. You know, I don't know, some guys are going to say that's a lot of money for how much you can use it, and they may be right. But I had a lot of fun with it. Matter of fact, I was going down the lake one day, and I saw this on my fish finder. And I thought, whoa, I wonder what's down there. Well, I happened to have the GoFish Cam along, so I hooked it up real quick, made a swing around the boat. I came right back across that area, and guess what? I found out there was a lot of real small bluegill going through there. So we went past one after another, but it was kind of interesting to see that once. And so to me, I don't know, I paid the money. I like it. It's kind of a novelty item, maybe in certain parts of the country, in certain ways you fish, it's not so much of a novelty item. For me, it kind of is, but I'm still happy. I paid the money. I like it. I've enjoyed using it. I didn't get to use it much last year ice fishing. Somebody forgot to charge it up before I left home, got all the way out there, and then I didn't have a charge to it. So this year I plan to really use this in ice fishing some. So stick around, subscribe, and get into some of the ice fishing videos. Maybe I can show you some footage that comes from the GoFish Cam later with that. But for me, I think it was worth the money. I like it. I enjoy using it. It's kind of fun, kind of different. And would I buy it again? Yeah, I probably would. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. Subscribe to our channel if you would. Hope to see you again real soon.